Yep, Tweetbot went subscription. Some people are mad about it. I'm not mad about it. I'm going to tell you why. First, we're actually going to hear from Matt Birchler, though, and a bit on what he thinks what you should be getting when you get a subscription. And then I'm going to talk about why I kind of don't disagree and why I think about it differently. Here's Matt.
Us who are buying them. And so I think the most important thing that we as consumers can expect from these apps when they switch to a subscription model is we should expect them to provide updates. If I start paying for Tweetbot 6 today in January 2021, and then in January next year, it's basically the exact same app, nothing's really changed, I think that's kind of hard to justify. And as a customer, I'm going to feel a little slighted is maybe a harsh word, but I'd feel a little weird about it. Again, Twitter is a little bit of a different situation because, again, they're using third-party services that are costing them money most likely, and so it could just be going to pay that. But I would, as a consumer, expect to be getting constant updates, or at least consistent updates with new features, with enhancements to the app, with updates that support iOS 15 this fall. I would expect Tweetbot to do that because I'm paying a recurring subscription to it. That, I think, is the most reasonable expectation when these apps switch, and I think it's totally reasonable. I think it's absolutely part of the give and take that they should be considering, is that if you're going to ask people to pay every month, they should be seeing something come back for that fee that they're paying.
Okay, so you heard from Matt what he likes about subscriptions, what he, I guess, likes, doesn't like about subscriptions. And now I'm going to say what I think is different. So while I agree on some level that updates need to happen, that you need to keep seeing new features, I don't agree that they have to keep coming all the time for a subscription to be worthwhile. When I look at Tweetbot 6 and I look at the app, and I like the app, and why I would continue to pay for it, it's because I get $7.99 Canadian a year of value out of it. And that's for one simple feature. It's for this one, for the muting feature. I can mute people. It cleans up Twitter so much. I deleted Twitter from all my devices for a little bit around the US Capitol stuff. And I only use it on the web for a bit. And oh my goodness, how does anybody do that? That's so terrible. It's just a terrible experience to use Twitter and see the ads and see all the extra crap that I get. And I've muted so many things over the years that looking at Twitter now is a nice, clean place that doesn't have all the vitriol, all this terribleness. And so for $7.99 a year, that one feature is worth it for me. If they don't add any more features, it literally doesn't matter. I think that one feature gives me $7.99 of value per year. I'm not looking for updates. I want the app to continue, and I want to be able to use muting. That's it. I think that Tweetbot 6 totally worth the $7.99 a year Canadian for the subscription, and I do not begrudge them that fee at all. I bought it right away, subscribed right away. It's absolutely worth it. So when you're looking at subscriptions, don't always look at, like, am I going to get more things? What more am I going to get as this goes? You got to look at it because you may not get nothing. Even if they say, oh, we're going to do updates, you may never get anything. And so you need to look at it. Is $79.99 a year worth the value right now for this subscription? And if it is, get it. And if it isn't, don't. But don't buy it because some future feature might come that you think is suddenly worth it then. If it's not worth it today, it's never worth it. If you liked the video, thumbs up below. If you loved it, subscribe, hit the bell. And if you want to support the channel, you can go to curtismchale.ca/Skillshare, take my course on TickTick or my course on time blocking, or you can go to patreon.com/CurtisMchale, support the channel. Ciao.